Hey there, this is Red. Time for another episode of Red Plays. So we're back at the table. Still got Justice She-Hulk out there and the Rhino standard, and we just lost against Rhino, pulling that cheesy alter ego encounter as a advance, and he gets enough scheme to scheme out all in one round. Well, it's kind of a jerk, but and we thought we had a plan for it. But greater responsibility is a heroic action, not an alter ego action. So, lesson learned. I think we'll plan better this time. But let's give it a go again. So we've got the She-Hulk deck ready to go. We've got Rhino back at his right hit points. Yes, he's back at his right hit points, 14. Got the break-in out there. We need some cards. So let's see what we get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Jennifer Walters is ready to go. Well, we're going to do a big mulligan because I'm seeing a bunch of cards that I don't want to hold on to. So let's, we're getting rid of the 4 Justice because there's no threats to get rid of. And then the Great Responsibility we can use to get rid of threat, but it's kind of early in the game for that. So we're going to toss those. We're going to get 4 other cards. So what do we got there? We got a 1-2 punch, surveillance team, focused rage. Ooh, 2 focused rages out there. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if I could... Oh, there's so many fun things to get out there. So Focused Rage would be really great to get out there right off the bat. I'd like to get both of them out there, but I can't. I'm not going to... Well, I could. It depends on what I draw. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to get rid of these 3. We're going to get Focused Rage out there. For those folks that don't know, what Focused Rage does is it's a exhausted, and you take a damage and you draw a card, which feeds into She-Hulk's. She's got this Gamma Slam where she does damage equal to the amount of damage that she's taken. So that's a great card to feed into her own thing. So I'm going to flip over to She-Hulk, and then you note when you flip to She-Hulk, there's a response, and when she changes form, she does 2 damage. So I keep remembering that. Boom, we do 2 damage to Rhino when we change forms. We're going to do our Focused Rage because it's a heroic action, so I got to be She-Hulk form. That's why I flipped over. So I'm going to take 1 damage, and I'm going to draw a card. 1-2 punch. Okay. So what we could do at this point is I think this is what we want to go with. I would kind of like to, maybe I should hold on to this, but I don't think so. I think instead we'll just work on doing some damage to Rhino. So we're going to use these 2 to get Superhuman Strength out. Take a look at Superhuman Strength. It's going to give She-Hulk +2 attack. And then after she attacks, discard Superhuman Strength and stun the attacked enemy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to go bam, hit Rhino for 5. This is going to go away and he's going to be stunned. So when he takes 5, he's going to go from 12 down to 7. So 6, 7. And he's stunned. And then She-Hulk is done. And we're going to draw back up to 4 cards. So the big downside to She-Hulk is 4 cards. 3, 4. All right. Ooh, Nick Fury. There's some fun. Okay, so we're going to go over to Rhino side. Villain turn. We have 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino would attack, but he's stunned. And then we get an encounter card. And our encounter card is... Oh, he is going to attack. So he has decided to attack. When revealed, villain attacks you. All right. So he's attacking for 2. I'm just going to take this attack. Yes. He's going to hit me for an additional 2. So he's going to hit me for 4. That's okay. She-Hulk says, bring the damage. Bring the pain. She's ready for it. Okay. So we are done with the villain side, and we're back over to the hero side. All right, so we've got Nick Fury out there. We need to do our Focused Rage and take another point of damage. Let's draw a card, because that gets us into Nick Fury territory. So I think so honestly, the better long-range plan would probably be to get the helicarrier out there. But I'm not going to be good about long-range plan. I'm going to play Nick Fury. He's going to come out. And we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 to pay for Nick Fury. When he comes into play, He's going to do 4 damage. So we're going to take 4 off of Rhino. And then She-Hulk's going to attack and do 3 to Rhino. So now we're going to switch over to Rhino 2. And we need Breakin' and Taken. So when Rhino 2 comes out, Breakin' and Taken comes out. That was a Bomb Squad. It's not the one that I want. It starts with B, but it's not Breakin' and Taken. There's our Breakin' and Taken. So Breakin' and Taken is going to give us an extra card. And it's going to get 3 threat. So 2 plus 1, 3. All right. So then the question is, do I want to have Nick Fury beat on Rhino 2, or do I want to have him work on Breakin' and Taken? That's a tough choice. So let's put Rhino's hit points out there. He should be at 15. So he's going to get a 10, and then a 2, and a 1, 2, and a 1. All right. So what am I doing with Nick? Sorry, Fury. What am I doing with Fury? I am, the thwart or the attack. I think we're just going for the attack. No. Oh, yeah. No. Yes. No. Oh, I should. No, because we're in She-Hulk's turn. I spent all my cards. I will. It'd be nice to know what my next set of cards were before I made this decision. Oh, let's take the 2 off Breakin' and Taken. All right. We'll untap. And he took a damage because he did his thing. And we're done. We're going to draw 4 cards. Legal Practice, Genius, Surveillance Team, and Ground Stomp. Okay. And we're over to the Rhino's turn. So first thing for Rhino, add a threat. Second thing for Rhino, he's going to attack. Nick's going to step out in front of that one. All right, so Rhino's going to do 3. Plus he's going to get a bonus of 1. So he's going to do 4 damage to Nick. And Nick disappears from the scene again. All right, so then we need 2 encounter cards. Encounter card 1 and encounter card 2. Encounter card 1 says, oh, legal work. Actually, that's kind of good. I'm down with that. All right, so I can go to alter ego side. So I'll go to alter ego side, exhaust Jennifer Walters, remove legal work from the game. All right, so legal work is out of the game. And we're on the Jennifer Walters side, and we're exhausted. Okay. Counter number 2. False alarm. Unrevealed. You are confused. Okay, so I'm going to get confused. Okay. I think of all the heroes, really, She-Hulk is one of the ones where you go to the other side and you're like, that's okay, because I can flip back over and give you some beatdowns. So I'm all good with that. All right, so Rhino's done at that point in time, and we're back over to the hero side. So what are we going to do on the hero side here? I do have this legal practice, but I'm confused, I guess. So that kind of puts a crimp in that. We could get our, let's do that. We're going to get our surveillance team out using our genius. And the surveillance team is going to get 3 counters. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3. And the snoop counters remove a threat from a scheme. So we're going to use one of those snoop counters right away because it's just an action. And get rid of Breakin' and Taken. There we go. That's making me feel better. Okay. So the next thing we can look at is that's a hero action. So I got to be on the hero side to do that. So we're going to flip over. We'll go ahead and flip over to She-Hulk. When I flip over to She-Hulk, I do 2 damage. So Rhino's down to 13. So I could do a ground stomp and do 1 damage to each enemy. That seems pretty well. Let's do our focused rage. We're gonna take a damage. We're gonna get a card. Maybe we'll get the big card here. Oh, we got strength. This is the big card, but let's go ahead and do our ground stomp. We'll do a damage. Let's get that damage out of the way. Boom. Okay, and we'll be done. I think we're going to discard legal practice and get our 4 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Do some untapping. And we're ready to go. All right, so we're over to Rhino. Rhino's going to get 1/3 on the main scheme. Rhino's going to attack She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to take this attack. Rhino's going to do 3, and he's going to get a bonus of 0. So he's just going to do 3. So I'm down to, I've taken 10. Got a maximum of 15, so getting close to where I'm a little bit concerned, but not quite there. All right, so that was Rhino's attack. We're going to draw Rhino's card, and he gets... Ooh, he's going to attack me again. All right, now that's a little bit concerning because he can do... It's possible for him to do 5 in a single attack. So we will defend against this one. All right. Rhino does 2 plus 3. See, that's 5. He would have killed me. But I defended, so I only take 3. I'm at 13 of 15. So not quite dead. Okay. All right, so we are over to our hero turn. Things are not going fantastic. We're going to do our Focused Rage. So when we do Focused Rage, we're actually at 14 now, but we get a card. And it's the ultimate card. Actually, it's a decent card. It's not the ultimate card, but it's a decent card. Okay. Let's see here. What do we want to do here? Getting the... Let's see. Superhuman Law Division. If I get Superhuman Law Division out, then I can use a mental to take 2 threat away from a scheme on my alter ego side. And I can use my surveillance team. So between these 3 cards, I could wipe out the break-in, which is cool. Actually, what's even cooler... Ooh. No. So what I was looking at was I could use these 3 to get the helicarrier out. I could use the helicarrier to play Superhuman Law Division, but then I don't have a resource to pay for the Superhuman Law Division, which is sad. I could spend 2, 3 to get the helicarrier out, and then I couldn't play For Justice. I think what we'll do is, well, the other option that I can look at is getting Superhuman. It's an upgrade, so I can get it out there and it would sit out there, which would be another interesting thing to potentially do. So we'll use our helicarrier to get Superhuman Law Division out. We'll use our For Justice to get Superhuman Strength out. We're going to flip over the Jennifer Walters side. Oh, that's an annoying thing. We're actually going to use our Superhuman Law Division and spend a mental resource that would let me remove 2 threat as a thwart, but I'm confused, so it's going to cancel my thwart action, but it'll get the confused out of the way. All right, then we'll use our surveillance team to get 1 off of the break-in. Okay, we will be done then as Jennifer Walters, and we're going to draw 6 cards. All right, 1, 2, there's the big card, 3, 4, 5, 6. So why is this the big card? This is the big card because deal X damage to an enemy to a maximum of 15. So right now, I'm pretty wounded. I've taken 14. So assuming I can make it to the next round, I can take Rhino out. So let's see if we can get there. All right, first off, Rhino's going to get 1 on the main scheme. Second, Rhino's going to see Jennifer Walters out there. So he's going to scheme. He's got a scheme of 1. He's going to get a bonus of 1, so he's scheming for 2. But I am going to remember that Jennifer Walters has the I object interrupt, so she can cancel 1 of those. So instead of scheming for 2, he's only going to scheme for 1, so he goes up to 4. Remember to use her ability. Victory. That's like a win. That's a game win right there. All right. Next up, you get to draw an encounter card. Okay, what are the odds this is an advance? They're pretty high, actually. And it is false alarm. I'm confused. And I'm not confused anymore, so it doesn't surge. Thank God. Okay. So we're all right with that. And that's the end of Rhino's turn. So what does that mean? That means we go over to the hero side of the board. On the hero side of the board, we don't bother healing. We go over to She-Hulk. She does her Do I Even Lift? And Rhino takes 2 damage. And then we do 2, 3, 4. And we do this Gamma Slam. And we Gamma Slam for 1 billion. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That takes Rhino out. Bam! That's the way She-Hulk's supposed to win, with the big slam at the end. Plus, well, I'm not sure if her attack would get in there too. I think she would get +2 attack from her superhuman strength, and he'd be stunned. So that's like, yeah, that's taking him way out. All right. So the one thing that I'm wondering is, if I would have left that confused on me and false alarm would have surged, what would have happened? I would have been a charge. Okay, that wouldn't have been too bad. I was wondering if that was an advance. Okay, there we go. So we're 1-1 now, and that's the way that this deck is supposed to work. So we get to go on to round 3 and see how it works out. So we'll come back pretty quick. Let me know if I missed anything. I think I'm going to be tweaking this deck pretty soon. Maybe not this next game, but the game after that. There's some things in here I might change up and have to put my own out on Marvel CDB. That's just a few tiny tweaks to the deck. So that's it for now. Let me know what I missed, and thanks for watching.